But to your point, like let's say that you are somebody who has a lot of debt.
Right.
That okay, so take that job that gives you the most money so you can pay it quicker.
Yeah.
But recognize that you're not limited. Like two things. One, remind me about the second. Like there's a second thing here, but the first thing is that doesn't mean you can't go and find out what your passion is.
Yeah,
Like on
absolutely.
the off hours of work.
Right.
I am telling you that I do so much damage. Okay, between the hours of 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. It depends on how rough it is. Sometimes it's 9 p.m. Right, if I'm working really late.
Yeah.
For my group, but between like 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, you're gonna sacrifice some sleep, but I do damage. Like I really do try and do everything I can to make the most out of the day. The half of my day is done when I'm done with work, because then the other half of the day starts, which is me working on this other stuff on the side, because I think that the impact is just so important.
Yeah.
Like I owe it to my parents who put me in a position, like first of all for being born, right? The chances of that happening, being born into parents who actually provided me the environment, the infrastructure, and allowed me to go learn, right, in a space that put me in a position where I am now, and that I have all these opportunities. I need to be able to give back as much as possible, because I have like so much, of good feelings and appreciation for what they did for me. They put me in such a good position. I owe it to people who were not put in the same position to get them into the best position they can be to execute and actually be able to reap those benefits. But to the point of like that person who doesn't know what they want to do, okay, then take those off hours, right? That 6 p.m. and
Yeah.
you don't have to go crazy like me. Like I'm crazy with it, right?
Yeah.
I'm bleeding out of my eyes sometimes, and I'm not getting a lot of sleep, but I love it. Like I feel like I'm living when I'm doing that stuff. I
Yeah.
mean it. And what I'm saying is that you don't have to do it as extreme as me. Do it between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Those 4 hours in the day to start just researching and watching videos on things that interest you, and then you can try and kind of reverse engineer how can I get into that space and pay, while also being able to pay off my loans. That is a real tactic and strategy to be able to move into a place that you actually like it, while still being able to pay off your loans because you're during the day working this job that gives you the most money to pay off the debt as quickly as possible. And then so the second thing, right, that I was talking about, I'm trying to think of it now. I think I got it. I think that whole like working in your off hours, that is like the golden moments in your week, and that allows you to be able to make the most of your weekends, because once you start figuring out the things that you're passionate about by researching the things that interest you, then you can start, like, now you start looking forward to the weekend, not because it's an escape from your week, but because now you have more than just those 4 hours, right, between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m.
Definitely.
Now you have even more, you have the entire Saturday and Sunday to go deeper, right? And then once you actually find that thing that you love and you're passionate about and you could do for, the rest of your life, now you're starting to like catch on to that thing that's going to make you happy for the rest of your life. And that's the real golden ROI of everything. Can you find something that makes you happy while still being able to sustain yourself and pay off your expenses?
Absolutely.